$227 in 48 hours and over $60,000 in weeks has been confirmed by Forbes. Not only that, but also we have the Bank of America, their CEO, going live on Fox News declaring that the Bank of America now conducts 100% of its internal transactions using XRP. All of this has confirmed that the XRP breakout has officially begun and that the price of XRP has been set by the banks. Now, it's important to make clear that even Ripple's own CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, had stated that XRP would be second after Bitcoin ahead of Ethereum in the markets, and had stated quite clearly that XRP may even surpass Bitcoin in market cap and price after the injection of $650 trillion. Now, this is huge because XRP's price at that point would be in the hundreds of thousands, about $119,000. So before we delve deep into this, I want to tell you guys that we've partnered with Apple to give every single person watching in today's video, including you, yes, you watching this video, some free XRP. It's actually very easy to get it. The whole process takes less than 3 minutes. You just have to like the video, subscribe to the channel with your post notifications, and then share this video. You are required though to also sign up on Apple using my link in the description and do a transaction, and once that's completed, you'll get yourself up to $100 where you can then buy XRP, buy Bitcoin, buy any other crypto, or even withdraw that money in for cash. So again, I definitely recommend it. It's less than 5 minutes, and with that being said, let's get right into today's video. So the XRP lawsuit has officially concluded, with the lawsuit pretty much being dismissed, but the XRP price is still sitting at $3.30. But here's what they're not telling you. Something massive is about to unfold, and trillions of dollars are about to be injected into the XRP ledger by globalized institutions. And we're talking about hundreds of trillions that will cause potentially thousands of dollars per XRP, and the slow scale, on the low number scale, in the next 48 hours, potentially $227. In fact, with only a small test transaction of trillions of dollars being injected, XRP's price skyrocketed and spiked to over $21,312.25 on live television. This happened live on the American Sunrise Market news station, which, as you guys can see in the image here, will change shortly to showcase $21,000, as you see right there. And this is again due to trillions of dollars set to flow into the XRP ledger. Now, you gotta take a step back and really listen to what Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple's own CEO, had to say about XRP and the price of XRP, highlighting that it will surpass Ethereum and Bitcoin. On top of this, Ripple's other co-founder and the XRP founder, Arthur Bertu, actually stated that XRP is designed for $10,000. He envisioned XRP at $10,000 and that it will achieve that with global scalability, which we're about to literally see. But the details are in the words of Ripple's own current CEO, Brad Garlinghouse.
Yeah, so what's affecting the price of XRP has been the SEC. People forget, frankly, before the SEC got involved in the crypto markets, XRP was the second most valuable digital asset, ahead of ETH. And then the SEC got involved and said, hey, we think ETH is probably okay, and ETH went up. And then they sued Ripple, and XRP went down. You know, this is not how our government is supposed to work. We're supposed to have a level playing field and have, equal opportunity. We shouldn't have our government picking winners and losers in this regard. We think in the long run we'll prevail, and that'll sort itself out. But for now, it's frustrating for the community, and I like the way you characterized it, for the XRP family.
XRP and the performance of XRP compares with Bitcoin. Bitcoin today, as was said earlier, Bitcoin in many ways has been a successful experiment, but not when it comes to payments. The throughput of Bitcoin, both in terms of to confirm a transaction, often can take an hour. I think Tavis said earlier, you're not going to use Bitcoin to buy coffee unless you want to wait there an hour for it to confirm the transaction. And then the transaction cost would be pretty high. So your Bitcoin XRP and the performance of XRP compares.
What is your price target for Bitcoin? Because Cardano blockchain founder predicted, as I said earlier, 250,000 by year end.
You know, I will predict Bitcoin. I wouldn't predict XRP. It's too close to home. But I think 200,000 is not unreasonable. I think before I've kind of said it, 175 around there. I think people underestimate how the largest economy in the world, the United States, went from headwinds, hostility, to tailwinds. And
what is your price target for?
Now let's get into the real picture. Why is this happening, and why is XRP about to be priced in the tens of thousands of dollars? And well, it all goes back to this right here, and that is RealFi. RealFi is injecting trillions of dollars of institutional money into the XRP ledger and into the real estate institutions. So think about it like this. Institutions will now be able to literally onboard the XRP ledger, tokenizing their assets through the XRP ledger asset program, which is set to unlock a total of $228 trillion just from this initiative alone. And all of this money, the $228 trillion of institutional real estate value, will onboard the XRP ledger through Real Token, directly marking a transformative step in real estate tokenization to the RealFi. All of this will begin on August 18th in less than 7 days. On top of this, RealFi also announced that they will officially allow the institutional platform to allow for organizations to launch real estate tokens directly on the XRP ledger through the RealFi institutional platform, which will benefit through minimal transaction fees and seamless integration. This is huge because, again, an estimated $220 trillion in institutional real estate value currently managed outside the blockchain will now be brought onto the XRP ledger via Real Token, and this represents a transformative milestone in the global shift towards real estate tokenization and onboarding the XRP ledger. Now here's the best part. It's Real Token, which is going to have all this money injected into it, can actually be purchased and can make people an absolute ton of money. Like, I mean it, guys. It's extremely bullish. And Real Token right here is currently priced at about 4 cents, up 6.38%. But this thing is massive in every way, shape, and form because of the fact that $220 trillion will be injected through it to reach the XRP ledger. And this could cause a massive supply shock for the Real Token. In fact, there's been a lot of numbers spreading about, including that we may see in the next 24 to 48 hours Real Token going all the way to $198.29 per Real Token from 4 cents. This means that, again, for every 1,000, you're making like about 100 or maybe even more than that $1,000. Now, this is huge, but really what's a more logical number is around $350 per Real Token in the next week or so. Now, why is this? Well, we're going to go into it, but I also want to tell you guys that there's been some analysts speculating over $65,000 per Real Token. Why is that? Well, because if you take a look at the overall market for the real estate transactions, that's about $650 trillion. Real Token has a very low supply, and I mean very low. Their total phase 1 supply is 100 million. They've already burned about 50 million. This means that there's only 50 million remaining. If only 1% of that $650 trillion market enters the Real Token, we are talking about over 120,000. So if about 0.5% of that enters Real Token, we're talking about $65,000. So it makes a lot more sense when you look at it from that perspective because of its very low supply. But again, so when we talk about $300, $200 per Real Token overnight, it makes much more sense. And it actually is way logical. I mean, it's very reasonable. It's very logical. It actually might happen. Look at this, guys. Very strong support, very low resistance. This thing could absolutely break out and make people millions of dollars for every 10,000 invested. I mean, again, I'm not financial advisor, it's not financial advice. It's your research, but it's definitely something to think about. Like, their scorecard, they've received 9.4 out of 10. Low risk for top 3 holders. BENX scores 100%, KYC scores 100%. Top 3 wallets over 2,600 wallets. And this thing continues to grow day by day. Like, look at this. Very good consolidation. Breakout is imminent. And the best part is that it's backed by a massive financial institution, or like a real estate institution, RealFi. You can visit them at PayReali.com. But again, if you look into this, it's a real estate payment unified by blockchain. If you click on Real Token, it's going to bring you to their page where you'll be able to see all the exchanges that you can purchase Real Token directly at. And you can also visit their decentralized application, which is the Real Chain. And it shows you guys right here. If you take a look, you can buy Real Token. You can look at real estate that you can purchase and earn rewards. These rewards are literally Real Tokens. So let me show you guys this real quick. Let's say I want to buy this house right here on Staten Island, New York. I will earn over 25,000 Real Tokens. Now, if you take a look at this as well, you also have the ability to officially digitalize your own real estate token by going ahead and clicking Get Started. And then you can create your XRP Ledger digital asset and get 10% in rewards instantly. So this is actually massive. But again, guys, this is unlocking for institutions very, very soon. As you guys can see, continue enterprise coming August 17th. Really, guys, here the big picture is that the XRP ledger is about to introduce trillions of dollars, if not quadrillions of dollars. And this is unfolding in a matter of mere days. So with that being said, I want to conclude here by saying that this is massive, massive time. If you're not right now paying attention to what is happening for the XRP ledger, you definitely should. As well as I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm financial advisor doing your research. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel with post notifications, share this video, as well as like, comment, subscribe. And if you haven't already, make sure you sign up on Apple using my link in the description and do a transaction to get yourself up to $100 for free. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.